Yo, it's your boy P. Kemp. Talks have broken down with the Nets, Kyrie Irving, and KD. KD ain't talked to the Nets in about a month. Kyrie, they don't look like they're planning on offering him his an extension. The deadline approaching is June 29th to give him an option for $36.9 million for next season. And it don't look like it's going to happen because they are concerned with Kyrie's commitment to the team. Now, the whole shot debacle, I'm glad he took a stance on the shot and was like, nah, I'm not doing it. You're not gonna make me do it. And then they let him play some away games, and then they finally took down the mandate, which was something like noble to be standing on, because you shouldn't be forcing these players to do it if they don't want to do it. But the other years and other times he was injured, this, that, and other. Plus, Kyrie will just check out on you sometimes. He'll just disappear for 2 weeks and be like, I don't know, I'm about to go sprinkle some sage on some stuff and I need extra time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie, sage your home on the off season, okay? Stop doing that during the season, taking 2-3 weeks off. But you know Kyrie can get funny about this type of stuff, so they like, I don't know if I want to make a commitment to him. And then now KD is like, I don't know what type of commitment I'm going to make to y'all. Even though he signed through 25-26 season, maybe KD pulls a James Harden and try to get out of there as well, because they done added Ben Simmons to the situation, and y'all know how that goes. So I don't know how the mix is going to go. And definitely it's going to be funny if you don't have Kyrie there to go with Kevin Durant. Who would be likely to be traded there that Kevin Durant could get along with? Leading into the next subject, would it be Russ? I don't think that reunion is likely to happen, but I'm just saying the Lakers have come up, and the Knicks and the Clippers, as being viable options for Kyrie Irving to be traded to. Now, it's a lot of cap stuff going on with this that's going to make it difficult. But when it comes to the Lakers and the Clippers, if Kyrie opts in to the trade, it makes it better. It makes the numbers work as far as them to be able to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And then the Lakers would have to send out 29.3 to 45.8 million to the Nets, and or possibly with a third team trade. Same thing for the Clippers, would have to send out. But it's okay when you talk about the numbers, but the players is what you have to get at. Because what are you got? If you're talking about trading Kyrie Irving, what are you going to say that you're going to give me in return? Russell Westbrook is not. He would exceed. If you made that trade straight up, he got 47 million. So that would knock that right on out. But KD don't want to play with Russ, nor does the Nets want Russ. I don't believe. Who after watching Russ play this year can say that they honestly would welcome them with open arms to the team? You know what I'm saying? Another trade that was possibly bubbling was Russ for Bradley Beal. I would take Bradley Beal. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about Russ, though. That's not a viable option for anybody to take on. So what do you do? Do you do AD? Do you do AD? I hate to do AD for Kyrie. I like AD more than Kyrie. But AD is so fragile. Some people will argue Kyrie is too. But I wouldn't say Kyrie is a injury-prone player, but he has had some injuries. He has been banged up. But AD is looking to be injury-prone. And as much as I would hate to trade him out, his numbers going down every year. It's getting worse. It's looking worse. It's looking like he might have to be the chip to play. But even then, you want to put KD and AD together where both of them have kind of been going through injuries? I don't know if you want to do that. Then you go down to the Lakers roster. I just don't know if they have the players, the second tier type of players that would make the Knicks be really interested. Now, when it comes to that would make the Nets be interested. And when it comes to the Knicks, they have a more viable situation here as far as their cap. Some of the players that were mentioned, Evan Fournier, Alex Burks, Nerlens Noel, Kemba Walker. But that doesn't sound that interesting as well if I'm the Nets. If I'm going to trade Kyrie Irving, I have to get some type of bang for my buck back. And I'm sorry, Nerlens Noel and I don't know. It just doesn't sound that. But maybe you get some picks with that. I don't know. I don't know what type of picks the Knicks have. I know the Lakers don't have any picks. So let's just get that off the table. And the Clippers came up with the same type of situation as the Lakers, like I said. But Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard, Reggie Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Some of the names that was mentioned that could be floated in that trade. But I mean, well, you got to trade them all. And even if you do, it doesn't really add up to Kyrie, to the star power and the firepower that Kyrie can provide. Kyrie putting up almost 30 points. I think it's 20, 27, something like that, 26. It just, I don't know. I don't know if these trades are making, they're the three leading teams that are rumored in the talks, and I would love to see Kyrie reunited with LeBron, but it just doesn't. I don't know how much it adds up, because who are the Nets? You know what I'm saying? It's like the trade rumor, the talks is there, but it's just like Shannon Sharp say, what do you have to offer them that will make it worthwhile? I can't see anything that would make it that enticing here with these three teams. I don't, even though they're the front runners, I think the Nets may start to look elsewhere, because if you're going to give up Kyrie Irving, you're going to want somebody equally as powerful back, because you have to satisfy KD. Otherwise, if you give up Kyrie, as you can see, KD is not feeling that, and now he's by himself. You have to give him somebody to work with, unless, or because if you don't, you're gonna risk putting KD around a bunch of kind of second, third tier type, you know what I'm saying, secondary type, of, no star power next to him. So it's gonna be him and Ben Simmons, which is not a great 1-2 punch, and that's going to end up being like a standoff type of, I want to get out of here type of, trade me too. And then you're going to be back at the starting blocks trying to rebuild from scratch again. You know what I'm saying? Probably with players that are not as young as what you may have had before the three got there. Now, I'm not mad at them, the Nets trying to put together this big three that they tried to put together. But it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't turn out to get them over the hump. I thought they would have done better than what they did. I thought they would at least been in the finals every year of this three-headed monster they had. But it just didn't seem to formalize. It just didn't seem to come together like that. You know what I'm saying? It just the injuries and this, that, and other, and then the virus hit, and it was just a whole lot of back and forth with everything that didn't let it work out the way that it should have. But are the Nets going to break up? Is everybody going to go a separate way? Is Kyrie going one way, KD going another way? Or will the Nets be able to maybe trade Kyrie? Because it looked like they're not interested in opting in on his contract. Will they opt in? Maybe. But if they don't, who are you going to trade to what team to get that firepower that you need to go with KD to keep him happy? Because, listen, you don't let go of KD. Some people even offered the thought of trading LeBron, because he's in his last year, and it's like, you can't trade Russ, you can't trade Anthony Davis because they're not worth much. So the only player you got left is to give up LeBron, which it looks like he's leaving anyway. Could be a viable option. I hate the thought of giving up LeBron. But wherever LeBron go, I'm going to be a fan of that team. So it is what it is. But I'm just saying, that's a hard pill to swallow if you're the Lakers, because LeBron is the one thing that gives you the most chance of being in the finals. And I don't really know, like I said, who you would get in return to try to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. A lot of scenarios being lofted out there of who might go where and what might happen. But I don't think LeBron is leaving the Lakers or being traded. I don't think that's an option for them. And But we'll see what happens going forward. It's your boy P. Kev. Put some in the comments. Let me know what you think. Get at your boy.